It's Liz from Vegas and Minneapolis again. I am so glad you are here. We're going to be talking about reading the leaves today. There are plenty of great books on the subject. I'm going to recommend several of them to you. These two in particular, I think, are worth picking up. But what is tea leaf reading? Tea leaf reading is looking at the very end of a cup of tea, like the last sip, but it's a tea that you left the leaves in the water while you drank. So you want to let the tea steep to let those herbs fill up with fluid and sink to the bottom of your cup. And then, of course, you're not going to take that last sip. So whatever tea you're using, eh, black tea or green tea or oolong would be very traditional choices, but you can use anything. You're going to make yourself a nice cup of tea and you're going to sip that cup of tea at your leisure while you think about the question you would love these tea leaves to answer for you. It's your opportunity to meditate on your question and imbue the drink and those herbs with what it is you're seeking information on. And when you get down to that last sip, that sip that you don't want because it's going to be chunky, that is when we're going to start examining those tea leaves. We're going to hold it in our left hand and give it a little swirl counterclockwise. Maybe make sure it goes around at least 3 times. And turn the teacup so the handle is facing you. And the various shapes you can make out of the leaves that are left in the cup can be divided into things that are near the handle and close to you, being about things that are close to you, your home, your life, things that are coming on, going clockwise around the teacup, things that are coming up on what would be the left side of your teacup. Those are going to be things that are leaving your life. Things that are at the far side of the teacup from you, those are going to be about things that are in fact far from you. And then the things on the right side of your teacup, well, that's going to be about stuff that's coming at you. So get ready. So, how do you interpret the little shapes that you find? Look for shapes you recognize, look for patterns. Is there an arrow shape in there of any kind? So, there's news coming or going. Are there little weird blobs? That can be a bad sign if you're not seeing any shapes in there. So look hard for those shapes. Let the little bits of herb inspire you to those interpretations and shapes you need. You can always, in a good book, look up the meanings of the various shapes, but that's just what these guys think. And perhaps what historically has held true for a lot of people. It doesn't mean it's going to hold true for you. So always look at the meanings and then see how it might fit into your life. Maybe observe your world for a few weeks and see maybe it fits in ways that you didn't think it would. But don't be afraid to conclude that when you see a shape, it doesn't mean what the books say. It's okay to disagree with them for your own interpretations for what the shapes say to you. So, with that freedom, if you see a house, it's probably about your home or your housing. If you see some sort of animal, you can think about what that animal means to you. Is it, a clever animal? Is it a comfort animal? A cat to me would suggest that you're going to be in pretty good shape, but it doesn't mean that to everybody. So feel free to explore and insert your own definitions and meanings in. If you own one of these delightful books, I would take notes in them. I would notate where things really came true in the long run. I'd notate where things didn't seem to fit or work out. But they'll all have little sections where they will go over what shapes you might see. Like this one is talking about, it's just the eggs, it's just the beginning of the whole process. What you might see, how you might interpret it. If you see an apple, you might think, oh, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's an easy one, right? Likewise, if you see a door, you might have a decision to make. Are you going to go through that door or not? There's all kinds of things people have seen, hundreds of symbols that you can learn about. I recommend exploring them all when you get a chance, as long as you're having that nice cuppa anyway. And you can do it with coffee too. So don't be afraid to try that. This is Liz For the staff here at the shop and myself, we want to thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, doing all the magical things, and we look forward to seeing you here at Megas Books in Minneapolis or online at megasbooks.com. Blessed be.